In this episode, I backpacked to a mountain village near the China-Myanmar border. There, I homestay with an ethnic Lisu family, getting a glimpse into their everyday lives, from picking bamboo shoots to birthday shenanigans.
G'day guys! So, it's pretty nice to be out and about here in this tropical weather. And we're going to a place called Yingjiang, which is on the border of China and Burma, officially known as Myanmar. Now, it's not the easiest place to get to from Beijing. You have to pop into a plane and transfer at Kunming, which is the provincial capital of Yunnan province. Now, from Kunming, you have to get here to Tengchong, and that still isn't our final destination. We still have an 80-kilometer ride from here. And what you can do is to pop into a cab or rent a car. But I'm going to get into this cab and we're going to head southwest from here. I know I'm not looking my best, you know, it's been a bit of a long transit, but I'm super excited about this Travelogue journey. My name's Joy, join me.
Yingjiang County is located on the western fringes of Yunnan, a province celebrated for its patchwork of cultures. Yingjiang comes under the administration of Dehong, Dai and Jingpo Autonomous Prefecture, the Dai and Jingpo people being its two main ethnic minorities. But we're venturing into the lands of the lesser-known Lisu tribe. As the city dissolves into dense green mountains and paddy fields, and walking becomes a key form of transport, I forget about my sore behind. And soon we switch vehicles to one with a driver familiar with the snaking roads. We're heading into Xiamen village, and when we arrive at its gates, I'm greeted by a cordial chap, the local chief.
于大哥，你好！终于来到你们的村子了。
辛苦了，辛苦了。
不会，不会，不会，谢谢，辛苦了你。我们到的时候，我看见了很多那个树上有那个碗，是有什么意思？
这是我们历史族的炫术碗。
哦。
每家门口都有，家里面都是摆的都是小碗。
啊。
这里是竖在我们这个大门口，是表示盖子上出入平安，是这样的。
哦。那我也看见了很多那个羊头。
是啊，这个羊头是我们傈僳族很多传统都跟羊有关，所以我们就把羊头挂在这个顺手碗的杆子上，是这样的。等一下我们走到每家每户都挂着有，你可以看到。好，现在我们到寨子里面看看吧。
好，好，好，行。
It's great to be off my backside. As we walk, I'm surprised by how new everything looks. Mr. Yu tells me that we're in a very active seismic zone, and the most recent earthquake in 2014 left Xiamenpie village in ruins. They've since rebuilt and even added guest houses. But for me, he's organised an authentic Lisu homestay with a Dong family.
动心盛家了，这个动心盛家。
That's exciting! We're here.
穿红衣服的那个就是东先生了。
啊。
旁边的是他爸爸，他爸爸。这个是他哥哥。
哎，你好，你好。你好。
你好。
谢谢啊。
来坐，这是
哦。
里面坐吧，里面。
While I do know I'm here for a special village celebration, I quickly learn that I'll never quite know what to expect next.
Oh, welcome drink. This is nice. 谢谢. I'm guessing this is like a tea or something. Maybe not. It's a bit gloopy. Check it out. It's like wheat bix or something. 这是什么？
这是白酒。
白酒？
对，傈僳族的白酒。
白酒啊 ，alcohol.
白酒。这是我们傈僳。
My welcome drink is alcoholic. Nice. I'd like to be able to remember this experience, but yeah, I'm guessing this is the way they welcome someone into the village. 这个是怎么吃的？是拿来喝还是？
直接就可以吃了。
Yeah, it's definitely alcoholic.
你们有孩子吗？
有的。
这小女孩都是你的孩子？
对，我弟弟有三个，我有3个
，2个都有3个，所以6个小孩。
这是6个小孩。我们这个家庭现在有12个。
Hello， 你好。你好，奶奶。
是他妈妈了。
啊。
汉话不会讲。少数民族汉话不会讲。
哦，我的汉话也不是很好。
还可以。哎，那把它过3个介绍到了。
Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
这是双胞胎。
啊。
这是我弟弟的，这是双胞胎。哎。我们最近这2天找一个比较适合的这个日子。给这个2位老人做一个。你的父母。2位父母做一个祝寿。是这样的。
Okay. That's cool. So hopefully I'll be able to catch this celebration of this grandma and grandpa. It's like I guess wishing them good health in the future because they're getting to quite an old age now. So together it's like the whole village comes, and gets involved and I guess blesses them with longevity. So yeah.
The Lisu people are believed to have migrated from Yunnan from eastern Tibet thousands of years ago. Today, China's Lisu population is estimated to be around 730,000. Besides southwest China, the Lisu also inhabit mountainous regions of Myanmar, Thailand, and the Indian state of Arunachal Pradesh. Here in Yingjiang, I'm captivated by the raw and simple beauty of their everyday lives, their intrinsic, symbiotic interaction with nature, and their embrace of what little they have. It's an aura, an attitude that many of us city dwellers have lost over time, something preserved most discernibly in the Lisu children.
Ah, check it out! But I think they're learning one of their Lisu ethnic minority dances and they're watching it on TV. And from what I can see, there are some little words as well in letters that are flipped upside down, English letters. And that's one of the languages, or one of the way that they write the language of the Lisu people. Huh? Ah, here we go. The rocky one.
The rhythms and steps are somewhat harder than the Macarena, so I give up and just watch them stomp away. I bet they're actually unaware that they're playing a key role in safeguarding their cultural heritage, with their breathless concentration, their muddy feet and matted hair.
Hello. Hello.
And, of course, their smiles. As the sky erodes into darkness over Yingjiang, I find myself back at the dongs. It's pleasantly surreal, sitting in my PJs with the family in the dim living room, mesmerised by the fire and the intoxicating twang of the stringed instrument.
What a perfect way to end the day. It took a while to get here. It's not the easiest place to travel to, but I'm pretty sure that the next few days is going to be pretty amazing. I feel like it's already so great. Just chilling here, ending the night this way. I feel like it's such a privilege to be able to spend time with the Lisu tribe and see how they live their everyday lives. Tomorrow I think they're going to take me to try and harvest some bamboo shoots. We'll see how that goes, and show me how they mill buckwheat and rice as well. And oh yeah, the main thing that I'm super excited about is this upcoming birthday celebration of the elders, the grandma and grandpa of these little kids. And yeah, super keen to see how that goes. No idea what it's going to be about, but Should be awesome.
Coming up next on Travelogue, learning the Lisu way, foraging for food in the forest, but first, a rather fascinating breakfast. It's a typical morning in Yingjiang's Xiamenpie village. Everyone's up with the sun. And today, I'm going to be helping out with, or more likely getting in the way of, the daily Lisu routine.
Rise and shine! So, yeah, I know, I'm one of those annoying morning people. But this is just another day in the Dong household. But for me, I've just spent my first night here with the Lisu family. You know, sleeping on straw mats and waking up to a rooster crowing and fresh mountain air. I feel pretty revitalized. But you know what? I'm ready for some grub, some brekkie, yeah! 早。早。哎，这个早。哦，我还没见过你呢，你是？
我是他的侄子。
侄子。
我叫董才华。
董才华，你好。啊？就是我昨天喝那个。I think it's the same alcoholic drink. 你们早上就喝酒吗？
对，就喝这个。
嗯？为什么喝酒啊？
因为早上喝这个可以暖胃。
哦，不会喝醉吗？就是你们一般都是喝多少杯呢？
一杯。
一杯。啊。
一杯吧。
Should be alright.
I grew up eating cereal and milk for breakfast every single day, so I enjoy the modest affair, though less so my pungent liquor breath afterwards. Then it's straight to the chores for everyone.
Ooh, giving me a basket. A smaller one. I don't think they think I'm capable of carrying heavy stuff. Off we go!
We're heading into the forest to collect some food. At the moment, it's wild bamboo shoot season, so that's what we're looking for. It's a slippery uphill trek, which is okay for now. Ish. Taihua tells me the baskets can weigh 40 kilograms when full, so now I'm glad I've got the miniature one. A kilometre or so later, we find what we're looking for. The shoots are then swiftly peeled and the not-so-tender parts removed. Chop.
Yeah. Yay! My first harvest! Well, I didn't really do that, but I'm carrying it at least.
It's like they have a bamboo radar. Meanwhile, I'm looking straight past the most obvious ones.
Wow! 这里就不要了，这个。
这个不要了，这个太老了。
太老了。哦。Yay! Second harvest! I need to spot one myself now. She's pointing at. Oh, there they are! Can't believe she was like pointing at them and I still couldn't see them. I need some baby bamboo goggles. Yay! 1, 2. So the talgo is what we're looking at. It's what they've planted in this wild area. I think it's one of the very few things that they've actually that they actually plant, and everything else is just el natural.
Again, I don't know what I'm looking for. A spice of some sort.
Oh, 就是那红色的，
红色的，一粒一粒。
Oh, that's so cool. 还不能采了。
可以采。
可以采了吗？
Turns out what I've plucked is black cardamom fruit. It's one of the very few products that the locals cultivate and sell.
Oh my god, look what he's got here! Looks like I could clobber someone over the head with this.
These bunches are sold like so. Once dried, the seed pods are used to add a smoky flavour to food. Lisu's subsistence has always depended on the mountains. They've generally settled in ecologically fragile regions prone to natural disasters, and yet they've endured while taking the minimum from Mother Nature. Often, the Lisu ladies come by themselves with machetes and baskets and transport the produce home on their heads.
可以这样吗？
可以。
Got a hood, see? Well prepared.
你要哪一个？
Oh, that's tough on the neck. Yeah. After a bit of training, I could be an. Whoa. Clearly not.
I can't imagine doing this to feed my family, having 40 kilograms strapped to my forehead. I mean, figuring out where to find what in supermarket aisles is enough of a headache. And with that, we traipse our way back home, past the creek and the rice mill, and get lunch started.
That's so cool. It's like making baked potatoes. So the ones that we haven't peeled, this is how they cook it.
During bamboo season, I reckon the Lisu people put pandas to shame. They demolish this stuff. Bamboo shoots are a versatile ingredient. Boiled, sliced, mashed, pickled, whatever preparation method is preferred. As long as they're cooked, they're edible. Half an hour later, these babies are ready and waiting to be peeled.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Isn't it hot? 不热吗？他的手。
不怕。
Definitely couldn't do that with my wimpy fingertips.
这是什么？盐哦。
Mash it all in with tongue-blistering chilies. They don't mind hot to touch or to taste, it seems. And serve it up in a bowl to be eaten with rice.
Can't wait to dig in. What do you say? Pretty successful morning, hey? Tastes really crunchy, really tender, and also really, really spicy.
So, after the morning harvest, lunch is served. And like breakfast, it's a pretty unpretentious event. After all, it's just another day in the Dong household. Coming up next, Grandma and Grandpa Dong celebrate their birthday in style. Well, Lisu style. Think colourful costumes, shaman-led rituals, and non-stop singing, dancing, and drinking. The roosters are crowing as usual and the mountain air is as fresh as ever. But today, it's not just another day in the Dong household. It's the day that the whole village and I have been waiting for. Grandma and Grandpa Dong's joint birthday bash. Their handmade costumes are ceremonial outfits worn only on very special occasions. I can tell you, these family heirlooms are probably worth thousands. Mrs. Dong is lending me what used to be the everyday ensemble for Lisu ladies. It's much less practical than the men's, hence they wear it less often.
Got a bit of an audience as well.
In ancient times, victorious Lisu warriors would send home pieces of their enemies' flags, which the women sewed together and wore proudly.
I'm so colourful, like a rainbow. Steady. Oh! Yeah? 是这样的吗？是这样的吗？是不是？不是。对呀。All right. Ooh, there's a headdress as well. This is cool. What do you reckon? Suits me?
Well, the headpiece isn't the most sensible adornment for harvesting bamboo shoots, that's for sure.
好看吗？ Yay! Now we match. See?
Soon enough, helping hands arrive, and despite already being dressed in their gaudy, gorgeous garments, it's straight into culinary labour. Of course, it's not all tedious toil. It's a chance to catch up, and it's very much part of the celebrations.
Wow, it smells so good in here. 那你们这么多人在这个厨房是谁啊？都是邻居还是你们的亲戚？
都是我们家的亲戚。
都是你们的家的亲戚，这么多人，全部都认识的，全部都是亲戚。可以告诉我是谁吗？
这个是我嫂子。
啊哈。
这个是我叔叔
的老婆。
还有这个也是我嫂子。还有这个也是我嫂子。这个是我娘娘。反正都是我娘娘。
今天这么多人来，都准备多少人的饭呢？
全在的饭，就是就叫了我们全在的人，大家一起来聚一聚。
哇 ，Yeah, it's a big team effort, isn't it? It's pretty awesome.
Feeding dozens and dozens of mouths is not a feat for the feeble, but the atmosphere is far from frantic. It's laid back, Lisu style, and everyone is doing their bit, only in bulk. Meantime, the men have the task of building the shrine. Although Christianity is now the dominant Lisu religion, half of Xiaomingpia village still practice an ancient religion that's part animistic and part ancestor worship, blended with shamanism, sacrifice, and complex local customs. One of these customs involves building a bridge over the creek for the elderly couple, considered a good deed that will bring good luck. A select group of young men are assigned to the grueling but worthy task. And without warning, amidst pirouettes of incense, the shaman starts chanting, and the rituals begin.
这是高的，这个是天神，中间这个是雷神，这是风神。祭拜天神，雷神是求两位老人长命百岁。
After the incantations, the shaman ceremony continues. It's a long performance. The villagers watch, sheltering from the sudden downpour. But for Grandma and Grandpa Dong, the show must go on. I can't say I've ever seen anything remotely similar to this. It's more than just eye-opening. I feel shivery, both mystified and enlightened at the same time. The smells and sounds are startling, yet soothing. And nothing makes sense, but then it does. Or does it? There's no set schedule for the day. The next thing I know, all the partygoers are heading down to the newly built bridge for another Lisu rite. No one is allowed to cross it before Grandma and Grandpa Dong, except those who erected it, and only after the evil spirits are banished. The Lisu people believe that their ancestors' souls reside in bowls of liquid, and drinking the contents, in this case rice wine, is akin to receiving their blessings.
So what we've seen there, by going across the bridge and coming back over, they've expelled the bad spirits, the family together, after the grandma and the grandpa crossed it first. And it also marks the end of a very successful birthday celebration. But to be honest, it's still not the end yet. We've still got a lot of dancing and singing, and also lots of feasting.
Oh, and lots of drinking from bowls. And I mean lots. I'd never have imagined I'd be drinking Lisu homebrew while mastering Lisu vocals as a Lisu birthday procession clambers up swampy slopes in the rain.
This is the gift-giving ceremony now. Woo-hoo! It is really wet.
Listening carefully, I'm reminded of what Mr. Yu told me when I arrived, that sheep are a symbol of the Lisu. The vibrato in the villagers' voices, the oscillation in tone, is an imitation of a sheep's bleat, and the tap of their steps corresponds to the sound of hooves. I would join in, but right now my hands are full.
It's not exactly healthy, which is what the gift should be, but it is a birthday cake, because it is a birthday after all.
The bowls are relentlessly refilled and the revelry remains in full swing. Was this Lisu adventure in Yingjiang worth a plane and car rides? Unequivocally. May Grandpa and Grandma Dong and all the Dong descendants live beyond 100.
Me with about 17 bowls of alcohol, so it's really hard for me to put into words what I want to say and how to express just how much gratitude I had for these people, this family who let me into their house, and I don't know how they fit so many people into this place, but just the warmth and the colour and the energy, I just, you know what, I just want to stay here forever.
And just when I'd forgotten I'd been guzzling booze on an empty stomach, the gastronomic outcome of a day in the kitchen, featuring fresh bamboo shoots. The ultimate Lisu banquet.
What an amazing day it's been. 好，大家吃吧。